So my introduction to David was this. "Merry Christmas, sexy," he typed. My response. Well, like, I don't know how merry it'll be because I'm by myself for Christmas, but like, thanks. And Merry Christmas to you too, I guess. Understand, I was depressed. It was cold, I was living in London, eating beans on toast as a broke grad student. I shouldn't have even been on the internet, but like, in real life, it's kind of hard to be both black and emo because nobody takes you seriously. So David should have been like, "Thanks, man," in scene. But no, a mere 2 lines into our conversation, he responds with, "Well, baby, I'll be your Christmas present. Your profile says you're in London, so I'll call you from the airport on Tuesday." I think I was too busy fantasizing about Beyonce and fried chicken, because if I had seen that message, those plans would have been crushed. But by the time I did see it, when I went to type, "Wait, what?" I got, "The user has now logged off." This whole interaction had took place in less than 4 minutes. So fast forward 1 week, and this guy is coming up to my front door. I realize I have about 4 minutes worth of information on him. Is that a good enough background for a first date? 3 glasses of wine I had said, yes, it is. The spirit of Christmas inside me said, you should be open to new ideas. If you ever have that thought, let me tell you why that is a horrible idea. We were in the car, driving, and I had my hand on the door handle for an emergency exit. And I looked at this man who had inexplicably turned up on my doorstep. He was 40s, brown hair, green eyes, cute, medium stalkerish type. I could handle that. So I said, "David, why did you fly over here on a whim to come and see me?" He said, "Because I love that you cannot walk. It is so sexy to me." David was a devotee. Let me explain. Devotees are people who sexually fantasize people with disabilities even though they don't have one. They live to serve and receive great pleasure in doing so. So how did I have a man begging to be my slave on Christmas Day? Understand, being gay with a disability is significantly more difficult than being plain old regular gay. And that is the only time in history you will hear the phrase plain old regular gay, because sometimes glitter just isn't sparkly enough. That being said, I'm a decent person. I look for decent people. He seemed decent. He told me he had his profile on all the websites, so I just thought he was just some lonely guy who didn't want to be alone for the holidays. He looked regular, so regular that he grabbed my chair and attempted to make out with me in the middle of a 4-lane London highway, in the middle of traffic. Let me tell you, if you ever want that first kiss to be super romantic, have cars honking and swerving to avoid interrupting what is clearly a very romantic scene in front of them. Europeans are very considerate that way. Being French, David was so considerate that he even tried to kiss me, unwarranted, again, while I was getting off of a London Underground train. I only have 15 seconds to move my chair onto the ground, go down 2 flights of steps, get back in it, and avoid being crushed by 10 tons of metal. But I feel like even if I had died, David would have carried that plastic bag and cried for years. He was so devoted. Looking back now, though, I probably should have realized there was a problem when on the first night, he demanded that he carry me to the bed. This is not the sexy carry. Not the giggle while being thankful that you don't have to walk kind of carry. This was a please be dead weight so I can drag your body and oh, that feels so good kind of carry. That plus a university twin-size bed? No, ma'am. I sought emergency shelter on the floor for 3 nights. And as I laid there shivering in the cold, I realized this kind of crazy can't be explained. It's medical. This was a I'm Kathy Bates and why did you let misery die, Paul kind of moment. Looking back now, though, I realize that being alone for the holidays isn't really that bad. Because unlike David, the bed will only kill you if you're lying face down. And Netflix will not try and stick its tongue down your throat in rush hour traffic. So next year, I'm just gonna have myself a good old glass of wine and be thankful that I survived the next date that's in my inbox. Thank you.